Hey y'all, I'm at I-78. Welcome back to TLC Talk with Almond I-78. Today we are going to discuss Thousand Pound Sisters Season 7, Episode number 4. Y'all, this episode was boring as hell. I'm just gonna be honest. It was dull. There was nothing magical that went on in this episode at all. I promise you. Nothing. Um, it was. I had to watch it 3 times because it was dull. I kept losing focus. Duh. All right. So if you remember, we left off with Amy being arrested in Tennessee after being bitten by a camel during a visit to a drive-through zoo with her new boyfriend and her 2 kids. So Amy was bitten by the camel, then taken to the hospital. While at the hospital, she was arrested because they found a bag of marijuana in the vehicle that she was in with Brian and her 2 kids. Amy does have a medical marijuana card, but that card is not valid in the state of Tennessee. You know, when you travel, you might want to, check on those little minute details before you actually put the car in drive. So after Amy got stitched up, she got locked up. While she was in custody, Amanda came and picked up the boys, and Chris came and bailed her out. I don't understand why Brian couldn't get her out. He was already down there, and he's supposed to be the man in this situation. But it is what it is. So this episode picks up with them back home in Kentucky, and Amy is on her way to pick up a new prescription because guess what, y'all? The camel bite's infected. After all of that, the camel bite is infected. So she has to go to the emergency room because she said when Brian was taking off the bandage to for her to get ready to take a shower. I don't know why she can do this herself, but because she can't see. I forgot. I be forgetting Amy can't see, y'all. Anyway, it was oozing green pus. So since we have green pus in our camel bite, we have to go to the emergency room. And upon the doctors examining said bite and doing some research, they were able to ascertain that for bites from a camel, there is a particular antibiotic that is needed. So they went ahead and prescribed that to her. So that's what I'm saying, y'all. Dull. This is how the episode started off. Dull. We got to hear about the camel bite and the pus and, getting the antibiotic. So as they are in the car on the way to the pharmacy to get the antibiotic, Amy gets to talking about how since she returned home from her stay at the jailhouse, where, as she said, all she did was sleep because there was nothing else to do, which makes sense because, if I was locked up, I probably would sleep too. Everybody's calling her. Everybody want to talk, and she don't want to be bothered with nobody, and this and that and the whoop. You got locked up. You have 2 small children. You are facing several years in the penitentiary for carrying illegal narcotics. This is a serious situation. This is a serious situation, ma'am. So what you need to be doing is somewhere strategizing and getting all the support you can get your hands on, not shucking and driving and damn hiding out. So, and this is what I'm saying about this Brian dude. Like, whatever she said, he going along with it. He not like, what, Amy? This will be the time for you, to lean on your family, see what they got to say, especially since, they're the ones who had to come get you out. You need to be, hold a frame. He ain't telling her none of that. None of that. It's cool to hide out. It's cool to act like ain't nothing going on. I guess hell, he ain't worried about it because it wasn't his weed, it was hers. So he don't have any charges. She the one with the charges. So I guess, you know what I'm saying, that's why he not saying anything. But again, I'm a reserve judgment. I'm a reserve judgment. I'm just reporting on what I saw. So while Amy is ducking and dodging and not want to discuss what's going on, the rest of the siblings have decided to come together because they like, you know what, we over this. We this what Amy got going on. This is how she handled things, and this is why she stays in situations. We having an intervention. So they, you know what I'm saying, hit Amy up and was like, you know what I'm saying, yo, we gonna be at the park, you know what I'm saying, come through. So they all, you know what I'm saying, sitting around at the park. Y'all know it's the same park. Keep in mind, this is where they go for their interventions. Because it's the same park they were sitting at when y'all remember when Tammy was at the rehab center and she was on there, I want to come home. And they was like, no, we think you need to stay. And she was like, if y'all don't have me out of here in a week, I'm just gonna leave. That park they was at, that's the same park they was in where they already had this intervention with Amy. So here come they at the park. Here come Amy around the corner. She see everybody at the park. She already got in her mind, oh, I'm not trying to hear nothing they got to say. Oh, woo, 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 woo. Now keep in mind when she get there and sit down, everybody's cool, you know, hey, how you doing? You know, you all right, sis, you know, you gonna make it through. Like that started out cool. Here go Amanda. She was like, I mean, you know, we glad you're all right, you know, but we got to have a conversation. In typical Amy fucking fashion, she starts that crying bullshit. Y'all know when they supposed to start telling her about what she did, they about to bring them facts that she don't want to hear. She starts that crying in hopes that they're gonna shut up. Amanda wasn't in the mood. Amanda was not in the mood. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. She wasn't in the mood. Oh y'all, here come the Amazon man. So Amy done started crying. You know what I'm saying? Amanda, like, you know, what's wrong with you? Ain't nobody even said nothing yet. They get into it. Amanda get mad and storm off. Y'all know how she do. And Amy over there crying. I don't like how y'all came at me and this and that and the woo. First thing, nobody even said nothing yet. But again, bitch, you sitting up here, you facing charges, you got kids, you got toddlers. He's not ringing this doorbell, sir. I appreciate you. You got toddlers, ma'am, and you facing charges in another state. So we need to be having a conversation because we need to know what it is you're trying to do. Should this not run in your favor? That's what I'm saying, y'all. She's just about having a good time. No preparation, no conversation, no thought, no nothing. I mean, I know these charges are serious. All this crying and shit. Bitch, what's your plan? If I knew what her plan was, I would tell y'all. I promise you, I would tell you. I promise you, I will tell you what it is. We don't know because she ain't told us because she don't know. It's simple. It's real simple. You can't even blame this on Brian. This all you. It's all you. He can't help you. All he can do is, you know what I'm saying, sit there in the courtroom like the rest of the folk and be like, damn, I hope this don't be too bad. The fact you got bit by the camel ain't gonna help you. Like, what we doing? What we doing, Amy? Foolishness. This is foolish. That's what I'm saying, y'all. So this, I tell you, wasn't nothing going on. Nothing going on. Nothing with this. It was nothing going on in this damn episode. So, as usual, you know what I'm saying? She's sitting there crying and trying to, you know what I'm saying, skirt accountability, and then nobody want to hear it. So again, we don't know what the hell her plan is for these charges she facing, because all she want to do is sit there and cry. So meanwhile, back at the ranch, since Tammy has, you know what I'm saying, come out to her family, Because now at this point, everybody know, all the sisters know, Chris know, Brittany know, everybody knows she dealing with this woman. She is jumping full fledged, you know what I'm saying, head first into the alphabet lifestyle. So she done dug up every rainbow alphabet friend she ever thought she had, folks she ain't talked to in 10, 15, 20 years. Tammy digging them up. So her homeboy I told y'all about in the what was that? Episode 2, Steven. She goes over to Steven's house so she can meet Steven's boyfriend and some of his other friends. So Tammy decides she gonna make dinner. Now, let me let y'all in on a little secret. As a plump woman, I'm here to tell y'all, all fat people can't cook. Shit. Most fat people can't cook. If we gonna be real with it. Tammy, one of them can't cook. So Tammy goes over to Steven's house. She decides she gonna make dinner. Now, she's supposed to be on the weight loss journey, but in her mind, making this chicken Alfredo sound like a good idea. So Tammy in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? Tammy, first of all, Tammy went and got the biggest chicken breast she could find. She ain't try to break them down, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. Like, I'm like, you know, every now and then, you know what I'm saying? When you go, chicken breast might be on sale or something, you get a pack and you get ready to break your stuff down, go into the freezer, pull out what you're gonna cook, keep it moving, whatever you're doing. Most people, if you come across one that's larger than the others, we gonna butterfly it, or we just gonna, you know what I'm saying, we gonna make two out of one. Not this chick. She dumped all of them in a pot, put some water on it, put the pot on the stove. Anybody who know anything about chicken Alfredo, when have y'all ever had boiled chicken in your chicken Alfredo? So, again, we got Tammy cooking on her weight loss journey, chicken Alfredo. We got her homeboy Steven. Remember I told y'all he got some challenges with the teeth. His boo gets home and he steps in the kitchen and he looking around like WTF is going on up in here. Like, and he looking, he see that pot of chicken. He like, nah, I already know I don't want none of this. He so you know what I'm saying? He in the camera, he like, who in the hell boiling chicken these days? Sir, I don't know. Because I'm trying to think of the last time some oh, child, it had to be a good 10 years ago. I think it was my mama was making some chicken and noodles or something. Like it's been a minute. We don't really boil chicken around here. Closest we gonna get some, we making some stock, so it's gonna be some bones. There might be a little bit of meat left on them or something. But that's about good as it's gonna get. So he see the pot and he already know he don't want that. He was funny though. I'm sorry, I was highly amused by his boyfriend. Bart, that was his name. I had to check my notes. Child, So he already knew that the gay dinner party was gonna be a bust because that food was not gonna be it. Y'all, Tammy was in there cooking, and so some more people came and they had their little dinner party in the garage. You know what I'm saying? It was decorated, it was cute, they had the table out, and set the table and all of that, and had some some streamers and some little decorations going on. Like they had like the for real gay dinner party. Child, y'all, when they flashed them plates, first of all, it was like some chicken Alfredo bake because it was dry AF. Like I don't understand what was going on, but what I do know is like Bart took a bite of that and he did his number right here. And act like he was wiping his mouth. He did one of these numbers and spit that in there. And his homegirl that was on the other side of the table, she was just shaking her head like I don't even think I can swallow this. She got it down with some water. They was like, hell to the no. I'm like, how you almost 800 pounds and can't cook? Shy, y'all, I was two through. Excuse me. Y'all, I was done. Tammy's food did not go over well with the people. Not at all. So in the midst of the dinner party, I'm saying the conversation's going on. And in Kentucky, every year they have a corn festival. And so, Tam was like, I ain't been to the corn festival in years. I've been too big to go. I since I was too big to go, I didn't really have no interest in it. Yeah. So, apparently Steven is like the alphabet like activists in the area, whatnot. So he has a float in the corn festival parade. So he asked Tammy if she wanted to come and be on the float. So Tammy was like, "Oh yeah, I would love to be on the float." You said like I've never I remember as a kid, watching the parade, but like I never had an opportunity, to be a part of it. And so, absolutely, I do that. So everything cool, they get their plan together for the for the parade, and the corn festival and whatnot. And while all of that's going on, kind of find out Chris did a food truck at the festival. I'm like, Chris, like, look, this episode, so we're gonna get paid. The stuff looked pretty good. Like, I mean, it looked like good carnival food. So I mean, I'm like, do your thing, Chris. But y'all know Chris be on it anyway. Chris cooked that alligator, and folks was in there licking their fingers at the church. I can trust what Chris cooking. I can roll with Chris. Chris had like 8 grills in the backyard. I can see what Chris talk about. So like Chris and Brittany and Amanda, was working in the food truck, and they was doing their thing, and Amy came from kids. And yeah, Amy came with them kids. And Amy came with them kids. That's what I'm gonna say about that. So at the festival, what I'm saying, Amy and Tammy, were able to get on rides because they were like, like we haven't been able to get on rides like in our since like we was kids. So like our, preteens, our teenage years, our young adults, and like we grown, they was like, yo, we couldn't get on none of this shit. So like they was taking full advantage. Now, I love me a good carnival, fair, festival, amusement park, all of that. That is me. I'm the one we getting on the biggest, fastest roller coaster in this bitch. Let's go. You can't roll with me if you scared. Let's get it. That's me. So yeah. They was taking full advantage. And so Tammy, use that opportunity to, trying to talk to her sister. She like, look, ain't nobody trying to gang up on you or nothing. We just trying to make sure, you taking this seriously because, it did, like, we got no favors to call in. We ain't got no hookups down there. Like, we don't know nothing. We don't know how this is going to go. So we just trying to make sure that you taking this seriously and that you prepared. She was like, don't try to run that crying on me. Like, this is serious. So I mean, she was like, I get y'all just, be trying to think I don't know how to handle nothing. Well, I mean, from what we seeing, you don't know how to handle nothing. From what we've been seeing, you don't know how to handle anything. So just take this counsel and get on with it. And so, Tammy, went on. She said a little piece, and it was like, half paying attention and half listening, and that's what it was. I told y'all this was dull. Wasn't a whole lot going on. So Tammy, went and got, she was on the float with the peoples, with the coalition. And I mean, it was cool, it was throwing candy and all that to the kids and whatnot. And I mean, I'm glad Tammy enjoyed herself because I mean, everybody doesn't get to be part of a parade. I've been a part of several, parades and several different positions. So I mean, I get it. So I'm glad, girls, that Tammy had that experience and was able to enjoy the corn festival and, get out and, learn how to be social. So, y'all, pretty much that is all what the hell went on in this dull ass episode of 1,000 Pound Sisters. I promise y'all, that's all that went on. Amy and her ain't about to get locked the hell up. You know what I'm saying? Tammy was over there with the coalition, and like we done found out Tammy can't cook. I'm done. I'm done. Child, y'all, yeah, that pot of chicken. That took me and Bart out. We was done. We was like, what we doing? Cause you would think since she boiled the chicken, that would have made the rest of the dish kind of, it would have brought some moisture to the table. Nah, man, that them plates was looking dry AF. I'm telling you. But y'all, I mean, literally, that's all that went on in this episode. So I appreciate you guys for hanging with me for my review. I try to make sure I didn't leave anything out because it was really that dull. But definitely like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you have your notifications on. Share this out to your people. And definitely stay tuned. I will have episode 5 for y'all in a little bit. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate y'all. Bye.